All right, so there was some technical difficulty on that last recording, and hopefully it'll get uploaded. But we're talking about the Adamic covenant, the covenant made between God and Adam, found in Genesis chapter 3. And we were talking about the participants in that covenant, and we already talked about the serpent and about Satan, and then we were talking about the woman. Now we're going to talk about the man, who was another participant in that covenant. Adam and all men in the entire human race were subjected to 5 provisions. This is in verses 17 through 19 of Genesis chapter 3. And Adam and all men, all the entire human race are subjected to 5 provisions. The first is that since Adam stands as the representative head of the entire human race, the judgment of Adam is the judgment of the whole human race. So it is Adam, not Eve, who is held responsible for that human condition, for the human condition. Secondly is that the earth was cursed. Working before this covenant was easy, and now it's going to be toilsome. It talks about that the earth would not respond so easily when man was doing his work, farming and so forth, to grow his food. And there would be thorns and thistles and weeds, whereas prior to that in the Garden of Eden, before the fall of man, it would have been easy and toilless. Thirdly, is that the human diet contains a vegetarian diet. During the previous covenant we discussed in the Garden of Eden, and it's not exactly the same at this point, because prior to this, animals were used for dairy products and wool for clothing and sacrifices. Matter of fact, the first sacrifice mentioned in the Bible is in Genesis chapter 3, verse 21, where it says that God gave Adam and Eve animal skins to cover them up for their sin. They were using fig leaves, and God provided animal skins. Well, where did those animal skins come from? They came from innocent animals that were sacrificed to cover up Adam and Eve. The fourth is that man's work was to be characterized as hard labor, whereas previously it was simple and easy and enjoyable. Now there would be sweat, which is characterizing that the work of man and labor was to be hard and toilsome. Fifth is that physical death was introduced. In the Adamic covenant, man died spiritually, and under the Adamic covenant, man would ultimately die physically. Romans 5 verses 12 through 21 covers that as well, so that would be a good reading. Of course, there's only 2 exceptions. You have the exception with Enoch and Elijah, and there will be others in the future during the time of rapture. So the status of this covenant, this Adamic covenant, it became the basis of the dispensation of conscience, and as an unconditional covenant, it is very much in effect today. Okay, that covers the Adamic covenant, and on the next recording, I'm going to go through the covenant made with Noah, Noahic covenant, that we'll find in Genesis 9. So until then, thank you.